Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English Podcast Classroom. I'm your host, and I'm so excited to have you here today. Are you planning to travel to an English-speaking country soon? Or maybe you want to feel more confident when you travel anywhere in the world. Today's episode is perfect for you. We're going to learn the most useful English phrases for traveling. These are phrases you'll actually use, not textbook English. Real, practical English that will help you at airports, hotels, restaurants, and everywhere you go. I've been teaching English for many years. And you know what? My students always ask me the same question. What English do I really need when I travel? Well, today I'm going to answer that question. We'll practice together, we'll repeat phrases together, and by the end of this episode, you'll feel much more confident about traveling in English. Are you ready? Let's start our English travel adventure together. Oh, and one quick thing. Don't worry if you don't catch everything the first time. You can always listen to this episode again. That's the beauty of podcasts, right? Let's begin. First, let's start with the basics. When you travel, you'll meet many people. Airport workers, hotel staff, waiters, shop assistants. You need to know how to greet them politely. Here are the most important greetings. Listen and repeat after me. Hello, how are you? Did you repeat that? Good. This works anytime, anywhere. Good morning. Use this before 12 p.m. Good afternoon. Use this from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Good evening. Use this after 6 p.m. Now, here's something very important. In English-speaking countries, people often ask, "How are you?" as a greeting. They don't always want a long answer. You can simply say, "I'm good, thank you. How are you?" Let's practice that together. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Perfect. Now, let's learn the magic words. These will make everyone like you. Please. Always use this when asking for something. Thank you or thanks. Use this when someone helps you. Excuse me. Use this to get someone's attention politely. I'm sorry. Use this when you make a mistake. Let's practice with some examples. Excuse me, could you help me, please? Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I don't understand. These phrases will make you sound polite and friendly. People will want to help you more when you use them. Here's a question for you. Which greeting will you use most when you travel? Think about it. Now, let's move to our first travel situation, the airport. The airport. This is where your travel adventure begins, and it's also where you'll use a lot of English. Let's prepare you for success. When you arrive at the airport, you need to find check-in. You might ask, "Excuse me, where's check-in for airline name?" Let's practice. Excuse me, where is check-in for British Airways? Good. At check-in, the staff might ask you, "May I see your passport and ticket, please?" You can respond, "Here you are." They might also ask, "How many bags are you checking?" You can say, "Just one bag," or "2 bags, please." Now, here's an important phrase. If your bag is too heavy, they might say it's overweight. You can ask, "How much extra do I need to pay?" Let's practice that. How much extra do I need to pay? After check-in, you need to go through security. You might need to ask, "Where is the security checkpoint?" Or, "Which gate is my flight?" The answer might be gate B12 or gate A7. You can ask, "How do I get to gate B12? Let's practice some more airport phrases. What time does my flight board? Is my flight on time? Where is the departure lounge? Where can I buy water? Is there free Wi-Fi here? Now, here's something that happens to everyone. Sometimes you can't find your gate. Don't worry. Just ask, "Excuse me, I'm looking for gate C5. Can you help me?" People at airports are usually very helpful. On the airplane, you might need these phrases. Could I have some water, please? Where's the bathroom? Could you help me put my bag up there? And if you're sitting in the wrong seat, don't panic. Just say, I think I'm in the wrong seat. This is 15A, right? Let's practice a few of these together. Could I have some water, please? Where is the bathroom? Is my flight on time? Great job. You're getting more confident already, aren't you? Here's a quick question. Have you ever been confused at an airport? What would you ask if you got lost? Now let's move to the next part of your journey, hotels. After a long flight, you want to get to your hotel and rest. Let's make sure you can communicate clearly with hotel staff. When you arrive at your hotel, you'll go to the reception desk. Here's what you say. Hello, I have a reservation under your name. Let's practice. Hello, I have a reservation under John Smith. Good. The receptionist might ask you for your ID. They'll say, may I see your ID, please? You respond, of course, here it is. They might also ask, how will you be paying? You can say, by credit card, or I'll pay cash. Now, here are some important questions you can ask at the hotel. What time is checkout? Is breakfast included? Where's the elevator? Do you have Wi-Fi? What's the password? Could I get a wake-up call at 7 a.m., please? Let's practice these together. What time is checkout? Is breakfast included? Do you have Wi-Fi? Perfect. Sometimes you might have problems with your room. Here's how to handle that. Excuse me, the air conditioning in my room isn't working. The Wi-Fi isn't working in my room. Could I get some extra towels, please? The TV remote isn't working. And here's a very useful phrase. Could someone come and look at it, please? Let's practice. Could someone come and look at it, please? If you need to extend your stay, you can ask, is it possible to stay one more night? What's the rate for tonight? When you're ready to leave, you say, I'd like to check out, please. Could I have my bill, please? And don't forget to ask, could you call a taxi for me, please? Here's something I always tell my students. Hotel staff want to help you. Don't be afraid to ask questions. They're there to make your stay comfortable. Let's practice one more time. I have a reservation under your name. What time is checkout? Could you call a taxi for me, please? Excellent. Now you're ready for any hotel situation. Quick question. What's the first thing you want to know when you check into a hotel? Now let's talk about one of the best parts of traveling. Food. Food. This is where traveling gets really fun. But ordering food in English can feel scary. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know. When you enter a restaurant, someone might ask, how many people? You respond, just me, or 2 people, or 4 people. They might say, right this way, please. Just follow them to your table. Now, let's learn how to order. The waiter or waitress will come to your table and might say, are you ready to order? If you're ready, you say, yes, please. If you need more time, could we have a few more minutes, please? Here's how to order food. I'd like the chicken, please. Could I have the fish, please? I'll have the pasta. Let's practice these. I'd like the chicken, please. Could I have the fish, please? I'll have the pasta. Great. But what if you don't understand the menu? Here are some helpful phrases. What's this dish? Point to the menu. What do you recommend? What's popular here? Is this spicy? Does this have meat? Is this vegetarian? Let's practice a few. What do you recommend? Is this spicy? Is this vegetarian? Perfect. Now, let's talk about drinks. The server might ask, "What would you like to drink?" You can say, "I'd like water, please." "Could I have a Coke?" "Do you have orange juice?" "I'll have a coffee after the meal." And here's something important. In many English-speaking countries, they ask, still or sparkling water. Still water is regular water. Sparkling water has bubbles. You can say, "Still water, please," or "Sparkling water, please." Let's practice still water, please. Sometimes you might need to ask the server to change something. "Could I have this without onions, please?" "Could the dressing be on the side?" "Could this be cooked well done for meat?" "Could this be cooked medium for meat?" When you're finished eating, the server might ask, "How was everything?" You can say, "It was delicious, thank you," or "Very good, thanks." To get the bill, you say, "Could we have the check, please?" American English. Or, "Could we have the bill, please?" British English. Both are fine. Use whichever you remember. Here's something very important about paying in restaurants. In the US, Canada, and some other places, tipping is expected, usually 15 to 20%. You can ask, "Is the tip included?" If not, you can add it to your payment. Let's practice some key restaurant phrases. "I'd like the chicken, please." "What do you recommend?" "Could we have the bill, please?" "It was delicious, thank you." Excellent work. Here's a question for you. What's your favorite food to order when you travel? Now, let's learn about getting around in your destination. Getting around in a new place can be challenging, but with the right English phrases, you'll travel like a local. Let's start with taxis. When you need a taxi, you can call one. "I need a taxi to address, please." Or flag one down and say, "Are you free?" When you get in, tell the driver where you want to go. "Could you take me to the airport, please?" "I'd like to go to the Grand Hotel, please." "Do you know where address is?" Let's practice. "Could you take me to the airport, please?" "I'd like to go to the Grand Hotel, please." Good. During the ride, you might ask, "How long will it take?" "How much will it cost?" "Could you turn on the meter, please?" This ensures you pay the correct price. When you arrive, "How much do I owe you?" "Could I have a receipt, please?" Keep the change if you want to tip. Now, let's talk about public transportation. This includes buses, trains, and subways. At the station, you might ask, "Where can I buy a ticket?" "Which train goes to downtown?" "What time is the next bus?" "Which platform for the train to London?" Platform is where the train stops. Let's practice these. "Where can I buy a ticket?" "Which train goes to downtown?" "What time is the next bus?" Perfect. Now, when buying tickets, you'll say, "One ticket to destination, please." Or, "2 tickets to the city center, please." "Is this a round-trip ticket?" Round trip means you can come back. "Is this a one-way ticket?" One-way means you can't come back with the same ticket. On the bus or train, you might need to ask, "Is this seat taken?" "Could you tell me when we get to destination?" "Is this the stop for place?" "Excuse me, this is my stop," when you need to get off. Let's practice. "Is this seat taken?" Could you tell me when we get to the museum? Excuse me, this is my stop. Great. Here's something important. In many cities, you can use apps like Uber or transportation apps. But it's still good to know these phrases for regular taxis and public transportation. Sometimes you might get lost. Don't worry. Here's what to say. Excuse me, I think I'm lost. How do I get to destination? Is it walking distance? Should I take the bus or the train? Let's practice. Excuse me, I think I'm lost. How do I get to Times Square? Is it walking distance? Excellent. Here's a quick tip. Always have your destination written down in English. You can show it to taxi drivers or people who help you. Question for you. Do you prefer taxis or public transportation when you travel? Why? Now let's talk about shopping and asking for help.
Shopping while traveling opens up a world of possibilities, from unique souvenirs to local fashion finds. But navigating stores in English doesn't have to be intimidating. When you walk into a store, you'll often hear, "Can I help you?" Here's how to respond naturally. "I'm just looking. Thanks." Perfect when you want to browse independently. "Yes, I'm looking for a souvenir." When you need assistance finding something specific. The beauty of these phrases is their simplicity. You're communicating clearly without overthinking it. Finding what you need. Here are the most useful shopping phrases that actually work in real conversations. For specific items. Do you have any postcards? Where are the t-shirts? I'm looking for a gift for my friend. For different options. Do you have this in blue? Do you have this in a larger size? Do you have this in a smaller size? Trying things on. When shopping for clothes, these phrases are essential. Can I try this on? Where is the fitting room? If something doesn't fit right. This is too big. This is too small. Do you have a medium? Talking money. Price discussions are straightforward. How much is this? How much does this cost? Do you accept credit cards? Can I pay by card? If the price isn't right for your budget, that's a bit expensive for me. Do you have anything cheaper? A cultural note. In some countries, you can negotiate with, "Is that your best price?" or "Can you do better than that?" However, in most Western countries like the US, UK, Canada, and Australia, prices are typically fixed. Making your purchase. When you're ready to buy, "I'll take it." "I'd like to buy this, please." "Could you wrap this as a gift, please?" Getting around and finding help. Traveling means constantly discovering new places. Here's how to ask for directions and information. Basic help. "Excuse me, could you help me? I'm looking for the nearest bank." "Where is the nearest pharmacy?" "Is there a supermarket around here?" Travel-specific questions. "Could you recommend a good restaurant?" "What time do the shops close?" "Is it safe to walk here at night?" "Where can I find a taxi?" "Where is the tourist information center?" Most people genuinely enjoy helping travelers, so don't hesitate to ask. In English-speaking countries, you'll often hear, "No worries," or "No problem," when you thank someone. This is completely normal and friendly. Emergency phrases, hope you never need them. Nobody plans for emergencies, but being prepared gives you confidence. Here are the crucial phrases. Medical emergencies. Help! Call an ambulance. I need a doctor. I don't feel well. I'm sick. It hurts here, while pointing to the area. Lost or stolen items. I lost my passport. I lost my wallet. I lost my phone. Someone stole my bag. I need to contact my embassy. Police assistance. Where is the nearest police station? I need to report a theft. I need to file a report. When you're lost. I'm lost. I can't find my hotel. Could you call my hotel for me? Could you help me call a taxi? Communication difficulties. I don't understand. Could you speak more slowly, please? Could you write it down, please? Do you speak your language? Is there someone who speaks your language? Essential emergency numbers. US and Canada, 911. UK, 999. Australia, 000. Many European countries, 112. When in doubt, ask, what's the emergency number here? Smart travel tips. Always carry these items: a copy of your passport, your hotel address written in English, emergency contact numbers, travel insurance information. Pro tip, take photos of important documents with your phone. Digital backups can be lifesavers if you lose the originals. Remember, most hotels offer 24-hour front desk service. When problems arise, your hotel is often your best first stop for assistance. Practice scenarios. Let's walk through some real situations. Airport check-in. Staff asks for your passport. Here you are. Hotel trouble. Your key card isn't working. Excuse me, my key card isn't working. Could you help me, please? Restaurant dining. You want to know if the fish is spicy. Is the fish spicy? Taking a taxi. You need to get to the Natural History Museum. Could you take me to the Natural History Museum, please? Shopping. You want to try on a shirt. Can I try this on, please? Navigation help. You are looking for your hotel. Excuse me, I'm looking for the Grand Hotel. Could you help me? Final words of encouragement. Perfect English isn't required for successful travel. Communication is about connection, not perfection. People appreciate your effort to speak their language even when mistakes happen. Be confident. Use these phrases. Make mistakes and learn from them. That's exactly how language skills improve. Most travelers find that locals are incredibly patient and helpful when you're making a genuine effort to communicate. Your English doesn't have to be flawless. It just needs to be functional. With these phrases in your toolkit, you're ready to navigate the English-speaking world with confidence.
Before we finish today, I want to give you some fun tips for practicing your English while you're actually traveling. These tips will help you improve your English and have more fun at the same time. Tip number 1, talk to everyone. I mean it. Talk to the taxi driver, the hotel receptionist, the waiter, people in elevators. Most people are friendly and happy to chat with travelers. This is free conversation practice. Tip number 2, ask questions about local culture. People love talking about their city, their food, their traditions. You can ask, what's the best local food here? Or what should I visit in this city? You'll learn English and get great travel tips. Tip number 3, use your phone to help, but don't depend on it completely. Translation apps are helpful, but try to speak English first. If you get stuck, then use the app. This way, you're still practicing. Tip number 4, watch local TV in your hotel room. Even if you don't understand everything, you'll hear natural English pronunciation and common expressions. Tip number 5, read everything around you. Street signs, menus, advertisements, brochures. This helps you learn everyday vocabulary that you won't find in textbooks. Tip number 6, don't be afraid to ask, what does that mean? If someone uses a word or expression you don't know, ask them to explain it. Most people are happy to help. Tip number 7, keep a travel vocabulary notebook. Write down new words and phrases you learn each day. Review them in the evening. Tip number 8, join walking tours or group activities. This is a great way to meet other travelers and practice English in a relaxed environment. And here's my favorite tip. Tip number 9, embrace your mistakes. When you make a mistake and people still understand you, that's success. Don't worry about being perfect. Worry about being understood. Remember, traveling is one of the best ways to improve your English. You're using real English in real situations. That's much better than just studying from books. So when you travel, be brave. Use your English. Talk to people. Ask questions. Make friends. This is how you really learn a language. Wow, we've covered so much today. Let's quickly review what we learned. We started with basic greetings and polite phrases. Then we learned airport English, hotel phrases, restaurant language, transportation vocabulary, shopping expressions, and emergency phrases. We even did some role play practice. You now have all the English you need for your next trip. But remember, learning these phrases is just the first step. You need to practice them. Use them. Make them part of your English vocabulary. Here's what I want you to do after listening to this episode. First, listen to it again. Seriously, repetition is the key to learning languages. Listen again tomorrow and focus on the phrases that are most difficult for you. Second, practice these phrases out loud. Don't just think them in your head. Say them out loud. This helps with pronunciation and confidence. Third, if you have any travel plans, make a list of the phrases you think you'll need most. Practice those phrases extra. And fourth, don't wait until you travel to use these phrases. If you live in a city with tourists, or if you have opportunities to speak English in your daily life, use these phrases now. I really hope this episode helps you feel more confident about traveling in English. Remember, you don't need to be fluent to travel. You just need to communicate. And now you can. If this episode was helpful, please share it with your friends who are learning English. And if you enjoyed the English Podcast Classroom today, consider subscribing for more practical English lessons like this one. I love creating content that actually helps you use English in real life. Your support means everything to me. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope your next trip is amazing, and I hope you use lots of English. Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep traveling. This has been the English Podcast Classroom. I'm your host, and I'll see you in the next episode. Safe travels, everyone.